All right, let's listen to this video and we'll be right back.
Prohibition Act says I cannot be tried in Nigeria. That's the law of Nigeria. I can never be tried in any court of law in Nigeria. That's what the law says. Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. Not me. As simple as that. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person. Is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial. Is not done anywhere in the world. I have it in my case. Nobody has, there's no exception. No exception whatsoever. That's what the law says. Section 12 of the Constitution, what does it say? Any treaty ratified by Nigeria becomes law. It's law. You cannot change it. It doesn't matter what they do. All these shenanigans is just pure rubbish. You never stand. Not with me. I believe in justice and fairness, that's all.
Nigeria is signed to extradite, not to rendition.
All right, the person you were looking at right there is Nnamdi Kanu. It's illegality. I cannot be tried by any court in Nigeria. He says no court can try him in Nigeria. You have an opinion around this, sir? Maybe you can tell us also who Nnamdi Kanu is for the audience.
Nnamdi Kanu is the convener of the movement for what's it called? Independent Peoples of Biafra, IPOB. And too bad that we did everything to end the war that was fought. The Nigerian Civil War that was fought. Some people call it Nigerian Civil War. Some people call it Biafra War. That was fought between 1967 and January 1970. That war has ended, but we have not been able to secure the peace. So sad. So sad. And I say again, it is a big tragedy on the part of everyone involved. I mean, all the sides involved. General Gowon is still alive, and as against his former subordinate, Muhammadu Buhari, who once got so reckless and was saying they will be taught, Igbo people will be taught the lesson of the Civil War all over. No, none of us would be able to connect with the lessons, the actual lessons he meant, because that one was not fought by Hausa Fulani alone. Jukuns were involved, Lantan people were involved, Yoruba soldiers were involved, Edo soldiers were involved, every Nigerian on all sides. Although we could have avoided the situation, they all fought. And then today, we find it so hard to allow Igbos a breathing space. So they look at these injustices, social deprivation, political marginalization, and they go to town asking for their right within the Nigerian Federation. If you do not like a people and you cannot manage them or tolerate them, then the simple thing, like the Biafrans have said, is that, okay, they want to be. And so, something that has been an established pattern with Muhammadu Buhari was replayed during this democracy. 1984, he tried to create, he got the support of certain Mossad, Israeli Mossad agents, to kidnap the late Dr. Umaru Diko, who was the then Minister of Transport and the man in charge of rice, whatever, under the administration of Shehu Shagari. He tried to create him back to Nigeria. You know, years later, when Nigeria was returning to democracy in 1998, starting from 1998, 1999, I sat with Dr. Diko in his house, in Asokoro, Abuja. And he denied it all, that he never stole any 4 billion naira. The only reason why Buhari wanted him to be created, to be brought to Nigeria like a cargo, until they were intercepted by eagle-eyed British immigration officials, was because he knew forehand that Buhari and some people were plotting to overthrow Chagari, and he raised a dust, an alarm. That was his only crime. And then they blackmailed him that he stole 4 billion naira. That aside, look at what has happened under Buhari's administration. Although voted on the platform of APC, strategy never changed. From what Nnamdi Kanu said, he was granted court bail. Agents of the state invaded his home. They nearly killed him. And there were victims that day. People were killed. Same thing that happened in the home of Sunday Igboho in Ibadan. There is this pattern that the government in Nigeria has a way of turning guns bought with taxpayers' money, with citizens' money, against defenseless citizens. No wonder Rupert Murdoch's foot soldiers, journalists, media people will go to town to say that things like this happen in Nigeria. And I believe that Nnamdi Kanu's argument is unassailable. And everybody that tries to correct Nigerian government to make them see that they should not go down the path of perdition is always put on their watch list. We have to be able to disagree without being disagreeable. If I'm paraphrasing the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we must be able to interact, have conversation, dialogue, be able to talk to ourselves intelligently. I do not think it was right to have kidnapped, to have brought Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria under influence while attending an international forum in Kenya. No wonder people like us and so many Nigerians all over the world live in panic, thinking that there are agents of NIA, the Nigerian equivalent of CIA, everywhere in the world, and that they can kill any of us who are Nigerians in the diaspora just for expressing us, even ordinarily saying that we should be allowed to exercise our voting rights, that they may come for us and kill us someday. We need to caution ourselves right now. Bola Tinubu cannot inherit Buhari's prejudices and failures. He should set his own legacy. There must be a political solution to this situation. That's what I want to say at this point.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, that was it right there. I'm personally going to continue to pay a little bit more attention to the stories around Nnamdi Kanu, and because I'm learning, I'm a learner, so I'm with you. But some of you are going to educate me in the comment section. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, follow, leave your comments, leave your opinions in the chat below. And any last word for today, Chief?
None other than the fact that we should be mindful of our place, our station, our situation in life. Particularly those of us in the diaspora, wherever we find ourselves, even as we integrate effectively and responsibly, let us own our citizenship. You cannot miss out in the drive to be part of the political process in the forthcoming American election. We too are Americans. The fact that we are who we are, we speak the way we speak, does not make us less American than others. It doesn't even make us less human than anybody. Do not be intimidated. Do not be cowed. Do not be suppressed. Get out there and get active. Thank you.
Essentially, you're saying this year, you don't go grief for anybody.
No grief for anybody.
No grief for
Please.
anybody. Okay.
No grief for anybody.
No grief for anybody. AG
That's
Ohio
right.
says facts by the speaker. Thank you so much, AG Ohio. Thank you, Natu, for being here. I appreciate you. Like I said, hit like, share, subscribe, and turn up your notifications. Follow if you're on Facebook. Share. Thank you. You're watching Sharp Edge News TV. Hopefully, been enlightened and educated. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye now.